Why you can't focus anymore, and how to get it back. Focusing at work used to feel normal. You would sit down, start something, and slowly move through it. Now, something feels different. You start a task, and within minutes your attention is gone. An email arrives. A message pops up. A meeting reminder appears. Or you simply feel the urge to check something. By the end of the day, you were busy nonstop. But the important work barely moved forward. And you quietly wonder, when did focusing become this hard? Most people assume focus disappeared because of phones, or social media, or shorter attention spans. But the real problem is happening at work itself. Modern work is built around interruption. Look at a typical workday. Emails arrive continuously. Chat messages demand fast replies. Meetings interrupt the day every hour. Colleagues ask quick questions. Notifications appear everywhere. Your brain never fully commits to one thing. Because interruption is always expected. And when interruption becomes normal, focus becomes impossible. So people try to fix it with discipline. They push harder. Try productivity methods. Force themselves to concentrate. But focus doesn't come from effort. It comes from environment. And environment always wins over willpower. Here's the shift most people miss. Stop trying to focus longer. Start protecting focus instead. Right now, most people work in reaction mode. They try to focus between interruptions. But the system should be reversed. Interruptions should happen between focus blocks. Not the other way around. A practical change that still works years from now. Create one protected focus block per day. Just one. 30 to 60 minutes. No email. No chat. No meetings. No notifications. During this time, you work on one meaningful task only. Nothing else exists. At first, this feels uncomfortable. Because we're trained to be available all the time. Responsive. Reachable. But after a few days, something changes. Work starts moving again. You see progress. And motivation returns. Because your brain finally experiences completion. And here's what most people discover. You don't need 4 hours of deep work. You need consistency. One protected block every day already changes how work feels. Because real progress becomes visible again. There's also a hidden benefit. When colleagues see you respond slightly slower, but deliver better results, respect grows instead of frustration. Because people value reliability more than instant replies. And quality work builds trust faster than speed. This is also where AI quietly helps. Not by replacing your work, but by buffering interruptions, summarizing conversations later, drafting responses after focus time, helping sort incoming requests. So your attention isn't constantly pulled away. AI becomes a shield, not the driver. The goal isn't just productivity. It's ending the day knowing something meaningful moved forward, instead of feeling busy without progress. There's another reason focus blocks work so well. And most people only notice it after a week or two. When you finally work without interruption, something shifts mentally. Tasks stop feeling heavy. Because your brain no longer has to reload the same task again and again. Every interruption forces your mind to restart. You return to the task. Remember where you were. Rebuild context. And only then continue. That invisible restart costs more energy than the work itself. And when this happens 20 or 30 times per day, exhaustion builds up quietly. A protected focus block removes those constant restarts. Your brain stays inside the same problem long enough to actually solve it. and work suddenly feels lighter. Not because tasks changed, but because friction disappeared. This is why people sometimes say, "I worked less today, but got more done." In reality, they didn't work less. They just stopped restarting all day. And that difference is enormous over weeks and months. Once you experience this a few times, focus stops feeling like effort and starts feeling like relief, which is how good work should feel again. But once people regain focus, another issue becomes obvious. Much of the workday is filled with meetings that probably shouldn't exist. Meetings that interrupt focus without creating progress. And in the next video, we'll look at why most meetings waste attention, and how to reduce them without creating conflict at work. And once you see that pattern, your calendar will never look the same again. This channel is about building systems that protect your attention, instead of stealing it.